How's it going, Steve? We're live.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Catfish Conference Live. I guess we're on the Catfish Conference platform, aren't we, Kevin?
We are, yeah.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by, everybody. We got just want to touch base. We ain't talked to anybody for about a month and want to give some updates.
Yep. I'm getting excited, man.
Yeah,
I hear so many people are coming.
this
So
is
many people are coming.
probably getting geared up to be one of our biggest years we've ever had, not only with spectators coming in or just regular folk, but the vendors as well. We've got a lot of new vendors. So we got anybody showing up?
Well, there's Kayak Mike. He said, Steve, I got that video you asked for. I posted on the CatCon page, public post.
Hey, I seen that a minute ago, but I was fixing to go live here and didn't have a chance to watch it. But if you, Kevin, if he wants to come in and
All right,
talk about that, send him a little link there. We'll get some folks in here and just have some fun hanging out.
what you been up to? How's the new channel going?
It's going very well. Going very well. I got a lot to talk about if people are going to listen. It's amazing what food will do to a man's body. So,
or a female.
or yeah, a female, but I mean it's vice versa. It's both ways, but mine's for the positive way, I guess.
Right, so, right.
Yeah, I'm having fun with it right now.
That's good, man. I see it's growing. I think it's going to be an inspiration to a bunch of people to see that, and somebody they look up to, especially if they've followed you for a long time. And they're like, oh, wow, if Steve is getting on it, maybe I should.
Well, it's kind of therapy for me too, because I've got to spend my time, I'm learning all this stuff now, but time is your friend, because the more time you can spend doing things other than thinking about food, you're all good. So I like to spend my time doing other things.
Yeah.
Watching. But yeah, it's beginning to be fun, and I'm not looking to do anything. I just want to, if I can help a couple people, I'm going to hopefully help a few people.
Oh yeah. Yep. Well, it's getting close. I mean, we're less than a month. Is today less than a month? What is it? Yeah, less than a month.
About 25 days left to go.
Catfish Conference, and now for me, becomes the countdown, because I'm trying to prepare, stuff for the Golden Whiskers and making sure everything's getting right. And that's just one aspect of the Catfish Conference. I can't imagine what you and Hervé are doing right now. So why don't you give us a little update, like what y'all doing right now to prepare?
Well, just kind of trying to organize everybody together, the caterers and the guards and the police, and everybody's got to have a little role in that, and we're just kind of organizing, lining it out so that it runs smoother. Like you mentioned, we've got the Golden Whisker Awards. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be so much fun, and that's another thing brings me to it. We've got a YouTube booth per se, or space for the YouTubers if they want to come in and set up a little table. You guys provide your own table and chair, but you're welcome to come in. And if you have a little bit of merch, it's got to be your merch. You can't sell anybody else's merch, but you come in and do that. Set you up a little camp. You'll be there for 2 days if you like, and just meet people.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm planning on bringing some hats and some shirts.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. So bring your own table, Steve said, and your own chair, so that you can be comfortable, because those concrete floors get uncomfortable after a while. Well, we got Kayak Mike here joining us. Hey, Kayak Mike, how's it going?
What's up, boys?
Hey, how's it going?
There's not a humming sound in the background, is there?
Not that I can hear.
Okay. I got my batteries charging from the skunk trip today, unfortunately.
It happens to the best of us.
I was down at your neck of the woods, Steve. I fished Carrollton. We launched right there at the Kentucky River.
I did my first. If you go back and look at my YouTube channel and go to my first video I ever put out, it was in the Kentucky River.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yep. And it was snowing that day real hard, and nobody ever seen that before. Nobody ever seen an idiot sitting out in snow and cold catching big catfish. But I guess I made my debut.
Paving the way. I'm gonna get that up here. I'm gonna watch that once we're done here.
Yeah.
So tell us about what you the post you were talking about.
Yeah, you made a video for us.
Yep, I just made a quick little 50-second advertising video mentioning I'm going to be there. I'll be at the Chubby Fish booth. David, the guy who owns Chubby Fish, I work with him now. I'll have Sandy Drifters. Kevin is also on the pro staff of Sandy Drifters. I'll have them, and I'll have them for sale there as well if anybody wants them. I didn't have any at the last show I was at just because I didn't think there was going to be any interest, but I'll have them there this time. What else? I'll have my big rig there. I'll have my entire kayak set up as if I was going out.
Nice.
The last show I was at, there wasn't a single person who could walk by that thing without asking questions because I stepped back from it for a second and looked at it. I'm like, this actually is kind of incredible what we're doing. Like, you don't realize it in real time because you're doing it every day. Like Steve, when I look at your boat, incredible. Like, when I look at your boat, Kevin, it's a pontoon boat, but you're out there catfishing. It's incredible from my point of view. You see it every day, so it may not be that big of a deal for you guys. I had that kind of hit me at the last show I was at, and I'm like,
That's
you
a
know
good
what?
point.
This is really incredible. Like, people need to see this, and they need to see it rigged out. There's a time and place for kayaks to be on show and pretty and clean. I get it, but I think there's a lot for people to see how dirty they are. You know, what actually goes into what we do.
Oh, most definitely. You ever see my rods? I've got some pretty rods when you get them out of the box, but when you go out in my boat right now, and there's going to be skipjack juice from one to the other.
Yep. I just promise you guys, I'll make sure it doesn't smell.
How long is your video that you made today?
The video I posted up, it's for your advertising. It's just a 50-second thing saying I'll be there, who I'm going to be representing. That way, because you asked me for a video, that way, if you wanted to use it in your advertising material, it's right there ready for you to go.
Kevin, there's several and run that.
Yeah, I'll find it. There's several YouTubers that have made CatCon videos.
Yeah,
a lot of Fish TV. He made one, and Has Life made a little recording. So a bunch of people are helping out.
That's awesome. Yeah, I seen a lot of fishings the other day, Everett's.
If they posted to their public page, but if you haven't seen those guys, if you go to the CatCon page and go to more under public posts, you can see where everyone puts a public post.
Okay.
I saw those other videos they shared it there too.
Yeah, I need to get a better handle on the social media thing. I'm a dinosaur at that.
That's not so much your fault though. The pages are weird. When somebody puts a public post out there, it kind of like hides it. If you don't go look for it, it doesn't really show up. So that's definitely not a you thing. That's a Facebook thing.
I got you. Well, yeah, we're looking forward to the Catfish Conference. We've always tried to get the kayak folks in there, but the problem is a lot of those kayak dealers like you ran into this year, like Jackson Kayak, they want a dealer to come in and set up. They don't want to come in and represent themselves. And that's to me kind of sad, but I do understand it. But
I'm finding that out the hard way. I keep on. I'll be honest. I'm pulling teeth. I'm like, guys, let the dog run. Let me do whatever I want. Give me some. I'll be your rep. And I'm finding out, in this world, if the dealer's not there, they don't really show up. And it's like, forget the dealer. You got us. You're giving me a free boat every year. Let me work for you.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Well, they need to put themselves out there and be right there with the community. I think that's an important part. If you're going to be a part of the catfish community and selling it, you need to be in the mix, shaking hands, taking pictures, kissing babies, doing all that good stuff.
Yep.
And maybe still be there, but be there with your dealer. At least try to make something happen. We try to get kayak dealers there for 2 or 3 years, and one year we were successful at it, but I don't know if the demand was there when we did it.
I was going to say this year, the demand's definitely there now, especially after COVID. Everyone was losing their minds. They wanted to try new things, but people didn't necessarily have the income for a brand new boat. It blew up during COVID. Kayak catfishing blew up during COVID.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing your kayak, and see how the guys are running them nowadays.
Yeah. So where'd you post that video, Mike?
So if you go to the Catfish Conference page,
What page?
Catfish Conference
Web page, Facebook page,
Facebook page.
YouTube page. Okay.
Yes. Let me
I
see
went there
here.
and I didn't see it, but
Yeah, make sure you got the right one, because I know some people are naming their things Catfish Conference when they're supposed to be like Catapalooza or something. So
no, I don't see it, buddy. That's
Let me
all
see
right.
here. I'll find it. It's in the public posts.
Public post. Shop about more.
Well, actually, you know what?
It's not there.
I know StreamYard relatively well as well.
There you go.
Give me 1 second here.
Yep, we'll just share it on there.
Yep. I
And
can.
we did have Ryan Bortz in the basement, but he just sent me a text. He said, I was gonna pop in, but I just got home and I want my food. So can't blame him for that after a long day of work.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. So if you missed it, Catfish Conference is next month, February 25th and 26th, at the Louisville Convention Center in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
And there's so many awesome things to go over. Steve says it's going to be the biggest one ever. And just a couple new things. We're going to have the well, not new, but the YouTube booth is, we've had them before, but this year you can bring your merch and sell it there, and you just have to bring your own table and your chair. You can do interviews there. You can make videos there. It's all for the YouTube community.
Yep.
And then we have the Fisherman Swap Shop, which I'm bringing some things. I'm gonna pay my $5, and you can put up to 5 items in the swap shop. And our friend Mike Murillo is going to be there to kind of show people around and help people out. But you can sell new or used fishing gear, lightly used fishing gear at a discounted rate. I do suggest one thing that I saw at Cincinnati, or not Cincinnati, at
Kansas
City, was that some people had some really cool items, but they were really wanting a lot for them. So you got to realize if you bring like a rod or something, $10 off what you can get it brand new is not really a deal. So consider really putting that thing out there for a deal if you want it to go. So you can do that. We also have the Golden Whiskers, second annual Golden Whiskers Awards, and we're going to be presenting that online as well as in person. So if you were nominated for an award, or you just happen to be there on Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern time, you can come hang out with us and watch the awards. And hopefully that's going to go off without a hitch. I got a bright colored suit that I'm going to be wearing, so you won't be able to miss it.
Oh, you showed that to me the other day. That's
cool. I sent a text to Chris from Catfish Clothing, and I said, "Hey, I need a hat that'll match this suit." All he said was, "Oh Lord." All right, so Mike's got this here. We'll put it up. Go ahead, Mike.
All right, I'll play it here. Yo, it's Kayak Mike here. I am heading to the Catfish Conference on February 25th and 26th. I'll be there all day, both days. My entire Jackson Big Rig will be on display. Everything exactly how I use it will be there, just like at the Cincinnati National Fishing Expo. And I'm just stopping in to say thank you, Steve, for having us. I'll be at the Chubby Fish booth. And if anyone's curious in kayak catfishing, just let me know. I believe Ryan Bortz with Ryan Bortz Blue Collar Life is going to be presenting there on kayak fishing. There's a good chance that I crash one of his shows or two. So just like to get at the Cincinnati Expo Center. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. If you want to come meet me, swing by. If not, I'll see you anyway. All right, kayak Mike out here.
If you don't want to meet me, okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm gonna be there anyway.
Yeah.
At least wave it and say something.
Well, I appreciate you doing that video and getting it out. We definitely need the kayak crowd in there to help spread the word of catfishing there.
No problem.
But
Cool, Mike.
Well, Mike, appreciate you coming in.
No problem. We'll talk online catfishing tournaments some other time. I won't waste more of your time.
Oh, you got a minute. You talk about that.
Okay. So online catfishing tournaments this year, 2022, starting in March. Our season is March to October. Everything has the ability to fish now. It's not just a kayak anymore. This is our old shirt. Bank, boats, and kayaks now have their own events. Boats have their own 5 Fish Open. Kayaks have their own 5 Fish Open every month. Bank anglers have their own 5 Fish Open. And then your bank, boat, and your kayak anglers have a 5 fish, 30-inch slot limit tournament. And anyone in any genre can fish that event. That's your 5 biggest fish up to, but not breaking 30 inches. We added that because in the environment. Not everyone has the ability to go out and consistently catch giant fish. Everyone has the ability to go out and catch 5 fish in a month up to, but not breaking 30 inches. So that's a great way to limit that field. Also, the current rules right now for the boat, I'll tag on this, Kevin. The current rules right now for boat and bank is 4 rods. So when I went, so let me explain. When I was making the national rules, I had to consider the entire country because they're national events.
Yeah.
But I'm also not going to enforce rules that the anglers who are willing to sign up don't want. So if we don't have anglers signing up from those states that have a limited rod set, then we're going to eliminate the rod limit rule because I've got 3 people message me so far saying like, hey man, can you get rid of these rules? We're YouTubers. We do this, we do that. The rod limit, we don't want to be on YouTube only rocking 4 rods. We're flexible. We'll remove it. We're not going to have our anglers who want to compete be limited. But I had to take the whole country in the initial rule set. I had to think about.
Have to. I mean, that's too nice, man.
In the initial rule set, I had to take the whole country into account. But I mean, if our anglers are the ones who are competing, don't want the rule or don't want the rod limit, we'll just do away with it. So I just wanted to put that out there just in case people were a little nervous, like, oh man, do I got to fish with 4 rods down here in Tennessee? That might stink. But it's probably going away. I'd be willing to bet it's going away.
So this is an online tournament.
Yep.
For everyone. Okay. How does somebody find that?
Fishing Chaos. So if you go to Fishing Chaos and look the group up online catfishing tournaments, all of our events are already posted for the entire year. Anyone can sign up at any time. Also, if you go to online catfishing tournaments on Facebook, you can find we post videos, how to sign up, where to sign up. There's an online catfishing tournaments YouTube page with a ton of tutorials. If anyone has any questions, you can also hit me up, Kayak Mike, on Facebook anytime, day or night. I leave my notifications off for that reason because a lot of times tournament anglers, we're cat fishermen. We'll be fishing 2, 3, 4 in the morning. I want them asking me the questions when it's fresh so they don't forget or the question change by the time they think it's okay to message me. So anytime, day or night, send me that message. Don't hold back.
Awesome. I can vouch for that. So I did my first one this month. And, the only investment other than the entry fee you have to make is you have to buy a tournament approved measuring board.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike the weigh-in catfish tournaments, there's not, you don't do weight, you do length. And I found it very, very fun. It's easy to do. So you take your fish, for those of you who do YouTube, you get your YouTube clips where you're holding the fish up. You just lay them down on the board, snap a quick picture, remember your identifier card. And, yeah, I might have missed a good fish on that one. But then you let the fish go right there where you caught it from. And so what better way to support catch, picture, release than to release the fish right there where you caught it and being able to be a part of a tournament. So, yeah, and I do agree, and I'm one of the ones that sent Mike a message, for those of us who do YouTube, we need all the rods out that our state allows so that we can get a good video. So, but I'm really enjoying it, Mike, and I just want to thank you for all of the work you put into it behind the scenes because it's fun, and you don't have to travel anywhere. You can fish your home waters, and that's what I like about it the most.
And you don't have to be a pro. You can go out and just be the average guy going out and having some fun.
Yep. It's fantastic.
That's awesome.
Yep. I put the link in the chat, everybody. I'll drop it one more time. If you want to go check those out, they have bank tournaments, kayak tournaments, boat tournaments, 48-hour tournaments. And Mike, correct me if I'm wrong. If you have an idea for a tournament and you want to use the platform, you'll set it up for them, right?
Yeah. I probably should have said that too.
Yep.
If anyone wants to host an event on their home waters or whatever, just let me know. I have 2 requests, or 1 request really. Make it 5 guys. If it's less than 5 people participating, I don't want to say it's a waste of my time, but I'm utilizing the platform incorrectly. So if you have an idea for an event, let's say you want nothing to do with the administration part, you want nothing to do with judging fish, send me a message, get 5 people together, tell me what the rules are, and I will set up your event. You'll get your own series page. If you go to the Fishing Chaos app, the online catfishing tournaments, we have a Scioto River series going on. Every month, the Scioto River has their own personal fishing event, and the events that are regional / on their own bodies of water tend to produce the best numbers because there's no excuse. Everyone's on the same body of water, so like everyone going in is like, oh, okay, I got a shot because I'm fishing the same exact body of water everyone else is fishing. The only admin fee we charge, I take $1 from every tournament and add it to this event we do every year called Cat King. It's currently only a kayak event, but if it grows, we'll make the Cat King bigger for boats and banks too. That's the beauty about the evolution of the sport is every year we're adding and trying new things. So right now the Cat King is only for the kayak guys, and $1 from every single entry fee goes towards that pot. But I do no admin fees. It's just not my thing. There's an app fee, but the app is incredible and it's a very, very minor fee. A $40 entry, about 37, 35 is going towards that tournament. Whereas most tournaments, a $40 entry, the admin takes $5 right off the bat for their admin fee. Now you're looking at 35. Then no offense, Tourney X, if you're doing it on Tourney X, there's $5 an angler. Now you're looking at 30. So a $40 entry fee on most other platforms, you're starting at $30 before the app fee.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're all the way at 37, like 37.50.
We appreciate that, Mike. And again, Fishing Chaos app, I'll drop it in the comments one more time. Go check it out. Thanks to Kayak Mike. And if you want to talk to Kayak Mike more about these tournaments, he'll be at the Catfish Conference with his entire setup at the Chubby Fish Outdoors booth. So stop by, check him out. I've never met him in person, but he's a super nice dude. Very knowledgeable and always willing to answer questions. So thanks for that, Mike.
No problem. We'll see you later, guys.
Take care. Thank you.
Well, Steve, somebody mentioned in the comments that they're looking forward to the location and the venue. You want to talk a little bit about that and what's changed and what's
it's the same facility,
mm-hmm.
but it's the West Wing now. We're only it's very you'll be able to tell where it's at. We're gonna have a lot of signs going to it, but it's actually in the West Wing this time. Okay. But the one issue that I do want to tell folks, when you're coming in the front, there's parking all through the front of the building. And there's a lot of parking here, but because it's the expo center and there's farm machinery shows going on at the same time and there's other things, our representative has told us that they may have to come in the back door as well. So if you come in the front door and there's no parking in the front of the building, then you need to go all the way around the back, and we'll have signs for there too to show you where to come into the back of the building as well. So just to kind of get people ready for that. But if you come there early, I'm sure you can park up front with no problem.
Yep. And so we'll have a bunch of vendors. There's a list of vendors. If you go look at the Catfish Conference YouTube page, or not YouTube page, Facebook page, or Steve's Facebook page. He's posted vendors, and it's filling up. Got a lot of rod companies, got a bunch of tackle companies. I mean, it's every live stream I go in, every comment I see on Facebook is people looking forward to coming to the Catfish Conference. So I'm wondering, Steve, if this is going to be like literally attendance-wise the biggest one ever.
It's most likely going to be the biggest one ever. But keep in mind, too, Kevin, I haven't reminded you about this either. But keep in mind, we are also doing this virtually.
Yeah.
While we're in the Catfish Conference itself, Kevin will be coming around to these participating vendors and giving them 15 minutes. That way, the viewers at home that can't make it to the Catfish Conference will be able to take advantage of the same deals the guy sitting right next to him that can. So that's pretty cool. And it was pretty successful the year before last, but was in a pandemic.
Yeah.
I'm hoping a lot of folks will come in person, but we still may have a few that would rather shop at home. And we're going to have
for some of them, it's not a logistical. It doesn't make sense. Like if you live out in New Mexico, for instance, and I just talked to Chris today, so I know the effort he has to make to get out here.
Yeah.
It's not financially, just spend the shipping to get out. So for those people who can't get out here because it costs them too much, they can just look online and I'll be going around. You just gotta, the most important thing you got to do, guys, is you have to subscribe to the Catfish Conference YouTube page, which is growing substantially thanks to our YouTube, our CatCon crew. We just passed 5,000 subscribers yesterday, but make sure that you got the bell button clicked. So every time we go live, if you're sitting at work or something and it pops up, you can just put that earpiece in and listen. All right, we got a couple questions, and then we got another guest that's coming up. Let's see. Man, I'm coming full speed ahead when I get to the Catfish Conference. All right. Keith Keller says, I need a cameraman. Well, if you're coming and you know how to operate a camera, I'll take volunteers. I really don't mind that because I agree. Jason, probably for the longest traveler, and that'd be cool.
Yeah, we need to keep that on my mind.
Yeah. Let's see. So, Kevin, Steve, YouTubers want to sell our merch when you bring our own table and chair. That's correct.
Yeah, and I do require one more thing. Make me a video about the Catfish Conference.
There you go.
It's simple, easy. You can make it 30 seconds. Come on down and visit.
You want it to be, before and
before. Okay. Yeah. Start doing it now, guys.
Yeah, I need to make one too.
Yeah.
If Chris don't show up again, you're going to have him appear on the cart again. Well, speak of the devil, there he is right
there. He is.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, Chris, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Excited for the conference, that's for sure.
How's it going, Mr. Epic?
Pretty
Tim,
good.
How you doing?
Good, everybody. Good to see you.
We got a full house tonight, don't we?
Yeah. Well, my next point was going to be, and then Chris popped up. My next point was going to be, we got some awesome seminars going on.
Yep. Speaking of that, one of our seminar speakers, one of our popular seminar speakers, is in here right now, Mr. Tim Scott.
Yeah.
He's going to be talking about how you catch them big monster blues.
I'm going to be doing all kinds of crazy stuff like I did last time, probably even more.
Oh, well, people got a kick out of you last time. You're a very, very good entertainer. I know you'll have a big crowd this time too.
And it's not entertainment on purpose. All I do is I just get in my head and I get out on the water like I normally do, and I start thinking, and everything just flows. So, that's what we're going to do. I don't even really plan. I mean, I have kind of a Cliff Notes thing, but that's about it.
Just wing it. That's why I do my best work when I'm winging it.
Winging it. Yeah.
Where do you send the videos? You just post the videos to your own page and share it with me or Kevin or somebody that can get it to the Catfish Conference crew and share it to everybody.
Yep. You can tag Steve or Catfish Conference on Facebook, and then even if you share it on YouTube, you can do the @Catfish Conference, and it'll tag the Catfish Conference as well.
Yeah, we love our YouTubers, and so we'd love to be able to help promote you guys. As long as you guys are promoting catfishing in a healthy, positive light, we're all about helping you grow your channels as well.
That's right. Well, Chris, you and I talked today, and you have a whole week planned of adventure coming up to get to the Catfish Conference. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Oh man, I'm super excited about this. It's gonna be probably just like a 2 week adventure up and back. I've got a meet and greet in Dallas. From Dallas, we're going to Memphis. We'll spend the night at the Bass Pro Pyramid, just hanging out, checking it out. In the morning, Quentin from Catfish Karma is going to take us fishing on the Mississippi. And then after that, we'll drive to Nashville, hang out with my daughter in Nashville all day. Then Wednesday morning, we booked a trip on the Cumberland for either some striper or some hybrid fishing, depending on the weather and how they're acting. Then from there, drive to the conference, do the conference. After that, hopefully me and Steve could hit the water. And then Paula says she's still trying to take us out on afterwards too. So lots of fishing to be done.
And it's Issa's birthday today, isn't it?
Issa's birthday, 21, and she can't even have a drink.
That's right, because you're about to be a grandfather here soon.
That's right, man.
I can't wait to call you grandpa when I see you.
That's so funny, man. Third generation Muddy River
catfish. Thank you for the super chat, $4.99 super sticker. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Well, Chris, how many miles you got to drive? You're taking off like a week early, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll break it up. I think all in all, it's like a 21-hour drive. I think last time I drove it, I did a round trip about 3,000 miles.
That's a lot of miles. You're bringing somebody with you though, right? For company.
Oh yeah, my buddy Dave.
Yeah. Okay.
I've been training him for some catfishing because before he met me, he hated catfish, man. He wouldn't even touch him. He'd rather cut the line than to touch a slimy catfish.
Oh.
Chris, Leslie's reminding you not to sleep in this year.
That's right, Leslie. Thanks for the reminder. That was so funny. I guess we got the times mixed up, and
I think Chris got a little laggy there, but I saw somebody. I wasn't there in 2020, and I saw somebody else's video, and he said that he just woke up. He was, I think it was River Certified, was doing a video where he asked everybody what they wouldn't leave home without. And Chris said, "Yeah, I just got here 5 minutes ago."
That could have been my fault too. I'm good at winging things, but when I get my time, I tell somebody one thing and then forget that I told them, change my mind or whatever. So that could have been my fault.
Yeah, Fat Boy Dan, good to see you, Fat Boy Dan. Chris actually put out his Muddy River channel catfish rod last year. Actually, 2021, and so that's all been done. All right, Chris, you want to finish your story?
So, yeah. Anyway, so I guess we got mixed up on the times and stuff, and so I told Fran, I was like, I don't think we have to be there till like 9. So let's go. So we went. We got up. We're out getting breakfast and stuff. Just got an hour to kill, And Leslie, she's messaging me, "Hey, where are you guys at?" I said, "Yeah, we're just having some breakfast, hanging out." She says, "Well, there's people at your booth already." I said, "What?" "Yeah, you're supposed to be here like at 8. Oh man. I tell the family, grab someone, let's get out of here. So we're grabbing like a bagel and running out the door, man.
Yeah, that could have been my fault, Chris.
Well, Tim, what are you looking forward to the most about CatCon? I know you're preparing, and I bet that a person like Tim, who's so full of knowledge, you don't really have to prepare much, but have you been like preparing specific things or?
Well, I have
insight.
I have plans on building more props. I also need to get with Steve before then so I can do some stuff up on the video screen as well. Because, last time I didn't even know we were going to have a video screen. So this would be pretty awesome to be able to do that. I'm working on more props and more surprises.
Awesome. Rich S. asked who you booked your striper trip with on the Cumberland, Chris.
Let me look that up real quick.
A lot of Fish TV said, I'm coming with 6 cameras and money. CatCon shenanigans coming soon.
That's the worst part. 6 cameras ain't bad, but when you say money, whoo, a man can spend some money at a place like CatCon. I promise you that.
Something that I just did, Steve, is I saw your video on the dark water premium baits.
Mhm.
And as someone who gets to fish one day a week and really doesn't have a lot of time to hunt for bait, especially in the wintertime when it gets dark at 5 o'clock.
Right.
Having a premium bait to use, and as we all know, the fresh bait's the best. But if you just can't get it, having something like that would help out. So I ordered some,
Mhm.
and I'm going to be using some here in the next couple trips to see if it works on my waters. And if it does, a place like CatCon is a place where I can come, maybe get a discount.
Oh yeah.
And then not pay shipping for any of it, and then I can kind of load up because that bait, you don't have to refrigerate it or anything.
No, it stays fresh. So,
have you heard of that, Tim? It's Asian carp.
Yeah, I saw it at CatCon last time. It was really
What did you think about that?
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, I've caught some fish over 100 pounds on Asian carp before, so I mean, I'm not against it. I'm for it.
Steve, so Whiskers and Stripes said, so we'll be coming left of Freedom Hall this year instead of coming in the corner by Broadbent Arena like 2020.
I should know this. I don't know, but I come from the South 65 and I get off at the fairgrounds and I think I'm going right there where the Crown Plaza is. That's the gates that I go in. They seem like to be the main gates. And I think what is it? I'll have to look at the road, but that's the one I'm talking about when you're going in the front of the building. And that's the way the front of the building faces.
Right.
So I guess I should get on top of that a little bit more.
Well, Chris, you're bringing a whole stock of rods with you, right? You've been waiting for months and months and months to get stock in, and now you got it, and you're kind of been hoarding it, right?
I've been hoarding them, man. That's right.
And
Just,
that's dedication.
Angelo Striper Guide, I believe, is who we booked with for who was asking there. But yeah, I've been. If anybody in chat is looking for fishing rods, for Muddy River catfishing rods, Tackle Bandit has them in stock, so you can order through them. But I don't have them on my website. I want them all to go to the Catfish Conference, and then after that, they'll be on the website. And we're going to do an update to that website. I had a little help from a buddy of mine. I already forgot my password and everything, man. So you're going to have to help me.
No comment.
Hey, I've been trying to get him to do that for 10 years, Kevin.
Yeah.
He finally bit the bullet.
I did it.
Huh?
He bit the bullet and paid the price about 6 months ago.
Oh, really?
I like this comment. Big Skip Fishing said they need to package some epic catfish baits. Only problem is those packages will only hold one bait. Why is he saying that, Tim?
Because I use giant baits. I mean, I don't always use giant baits, but when I do, they're big.
But that's not how you don't use the word giant bait.
No, you got to mix it up with donkey baits then.
There
Right?
you go.
I mean, big donkey baits, size of a big softball or, something, long and slender, something to get their attention, something to keep the small ones, nibbling on the corner until a big one finally decides he wants to take it. And when they do, they do.
Right.
Epic's got a product you're going to be selling at the conference, aren't you, Tim?
Do I have a product that I'm going to sell? I am going to make some up, just so, because there's been some people that have said that they want some, and so it's not like it's a business venture. I'm just making some so that people can have them, because I think it'll be a game changer, actually.
Well, I want one. I don't even know what it is, but I want one.
All right.
Give me something.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Chris?
He's got this really cool thing that light up your fishing pole, man. If you got one handy, you got to show it off.
Show me that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about, Epic?
Yep, that's what I'm talking about.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. They were a little expensive to get them locally, all the parts. So
Right.
I actually ordered some in bulk so that I could put them out at a decent price. So, yeah, it's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know how many I'll have, but I'm going to try to make 20 or 40 of them or something. I've been working every single day. I just got home from work. Look at this. Looked like I came from a coal mine.
Oh, that must have been some walnut. Was that walnut on your hands?
Well, and black paint. There's some things I do, whatever. But I can't wait until I'm done with that and I get to make more catfish for the seminar. I'm gonna make a whole tree that I'll be able to bring in and assemble. I hope I can get to it because I don't want to.
I need to hook you up with Mr. Flores because Mr. Flores has set the stage on another video that I watched where he actually went on a 2-acre lot and spread his baits out on and had everything positioned and showed you how to put a drift sock out, Chris.
Right.
Yeah, and all you need is Epic to go in there and show you where the catfish are.
I think Chris knows where the catfish are. I've seen.
Well, I mean, you put your props down there. Chris, did you have props, a catfish prop?
No. At that time, I was just showing how to do the setup.
Right.
I should have had some fish out there, but
I have seen Mr. Flores though. I don't think nobody's ever outdone me. He's built the world's largest catfish. So I don't know if you've seen that or not, Tim, but do a little research on Mr. Flores. He's got one that's probably 40 feet long.
Oh boy! All right, yeah, that'd be the world's biggest probably.
Was it
I don't know if it's that big or not. What Steve's talking about is every year we have a little thing here called Raft the Rio. And they encourage you to build a homemade raft out of recycled materials and just float down the river. And way back when, I think Alex was probably about 3 years old, maybe. So 9 years or something like that ago, I decided I'm going to build a big old catfish. And I took some barrels, like those 15-gallon plastic barrels and some plywood. I made a deck out of it. I took some PVC and made the skeleton out of it. And then I sheeted it kind of like with what I got back here. And I spray painted it to look like a catfish. And I put some bench seats in it and some windows. It kind of looked like a catfish bus almost.
Nice.
I could sit in the mouth and just row it, And that thing going down the river looks slick.
Nice.
We won grand champions of the river that year. It was pretty cool.
Awesome.
Well,
pretty awesome, Chris.
There's also something awesome that we didn't get to experience last February. Well, not like usual, and that's the Catfish Cook-Off. So the Catfish Cook-Off will be back, and it's the 3rd annual, and it'll be on February 26th. So that's the second day, that's Saturday, and that'll be at 1 p.m. So you can enter that if you go to the Catfish Conference Facebook page. There's a link that has all the rules and entry information. So if you consider yourself a fantastic chef when it comes to the catfish delight, you should probably sign up for it and get in there. Now, Steve, the question I had is, how does someone sign up to be a judge for that thing?
Well, yeah, I haven't even picked the judges. Yet. That's something that I just do on the fly.
I got you.
Well,
I'm glad I got you helping me, Kevin, because I have forgot about the Catfish Cook-Off. I would have figured it out though.
That's all right. Hey, man, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
I just want to give a shout out to Ricky's Creations, Ricky's.Creations1. It's a YouTube channel and just an awesome dude. Ricky has made so there's 3 Golden Whiskers awards that are like, the big ones, the ones that, everybody kind of puts a lot of effort into. And so he's made 3 glass trophies for those awards. And I just want to thank, free of charge. He didn't charge me anything. He shipped them to me and they're sitting out. I'm not even going to pack the box because it's like Fort Knox looking. Like he packed it up good. But just thank you to Ricky's Creations. And if you want to see those, just tune into the Golden Whiskers, or when we have it at the Catfish Conference, you got to check them out. So thanks, Ricky. Just want to appreciate it. Chris knows Ricky. He made him a sign too.
Oh yeah, Ricky's
awesome.
an awesome dude, man. Heck yeah, he does amazing work. I've had him do some stuff for me as well. He did the stuff for the super chat give back thing that we did, super cat deal.
Yep.
Yeah, amazing dude. Oh, Steve, I was going to tell you, you were saying about forgetting about the Catfish Cook-Off. Well, I know someone who hasn't forgotten about it, and that's Miss Fran.
Is she gonna do it?
Well, she signed up last time we were there, and she was already ready to go. Everything was good. We were busy doing our booth, and then I hear something about start cooking, and I'm like, what? So I run over there and I peek through the curtain. Everybody's cooking, and I tell Fran, I said, hey, they're starting. Get over there. She's like, well, nobody told me. So she runs up, and they're nope, too late. You can't start.
Oh.
So you better sweet talk her a little bit, because I think she's still a little sour about that.
She's in chat too, Steve. Don't mess up.
I'd love for her to come in and do that. That'd be awesome. Fran, can she hear me?
She's in chat. She can hear you.
Okay, Fran, I would love for you to cook and show me what you're doing for Chris down there. Chris eats that catfish. I want to try what you're cooking. So I may be a judge this time around. I've never been a judge. I may go for and judge.
Are you listening? No, they're talking to you.
What did he say?
Say that again. Say that again, Steve. She's right here.
Hey, are you going to do the cook-off this year? I need to see what you got. Chris keeps bragging on how good you cook on the fish.
Yeah, I'll do it.
You'll do it?
I'll do it.
She said she'll do it.
Awesome. Thank you. Chris, all you got to do is pack her grease and her spices and fry daddy, and she's good to go.
I'll get it. We did that last year. We were good. We were ready, and she missed the calling, I guess.
Well, we'll have to send her a text or an alarm on her phone.
She brought this so you could see. That's what she was doing. So this is that catfish. We came out. Yeah, we came out in the paper. Let me see if I can get it with out of glare. Right there, maybe.
Remember, right and left.
20
left.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah, and then that's me looking in the mouth, and there's Issa right there in her blue shirt. And then that was when we were building it. You could kind of see the skeleton of it right there on the inside. And then this fabric right here that's in the background is actually part of it. When I finally, it's all cool when you build this big old catfish and stuff, and then when you're done with it and it's just sitting in your yard, like, what do we do with it now,
Hey, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool plaque you made of it, though. That's kind of neat to have hanging.
Something to remember it.
Yeah.
And those of you who are talking about parking, I just put the link for the prepaid parking through Park Mobile. So if you want to go ahead and take care of your parking expenses, just click that link. If the link doesn't work, just going over to the Catfish Conference Facebook page. I'm sure it's on the website too. And you can, parking fees at Kentucky Expo Center is one thing that is out of our control, but there's a link. That link will provide you prepaid parking with a small discount. So go ahead and take care of that. If you're driving in, if you're not staying somewhere where you can walk to it, go ahead and sign up for that. Hey, Steve, we got a YouTuber in the chat that's made one of those YouTube commercials for you. I'm gonna bring him up. Everybody knows this guy, Mr. Has Life.
Hey, what's going on? Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing?
We're awesome.
Good.
That's great. Yo, man, I'm glad to be here. Kevin just sent me the link. I was literally just getting in the house from Mark's send-off to Chris's way. Mark is going to be coming to you on Tuesday. So, Yeah, the fishing magician. So I'm definitely looking forward to, getting out that way and do some fishing with you guys later on in the year for sure.
Well, this will be your first Catfish Conference you're coming to, right?
Very first one. And I cannot wait. Ever since we had the virtual one last year, I've been counting down the days till the one in person this year. So I can't wait to meet everybody in person.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Like I say, if you haven't heard a while ago, if you bring a table and chair, you can set up a little spot and advertise yourself and your brand and your merch if you like.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely have something set up. Definitely. I don't know about a chair. I probably won't be sitting much, but I'm gonna be moving and grooving. So yeah, we definitely gonna set up a table and everything.
Well, you may need a chair because that concrete gets hard after you walk across the floor a bunch of times.
Yes, I can attest to that.
Yeah.
I got you. I always got a chair with me. I'm a bank fisherman, so we always got a chair in the truck.
Yeah.
Chris wears cowboy boots everywhere he goes, so I don't know how he does that.
He must have some Dr. Scholl's in the bottom of the boots.
Now the bottom of his feet are calloused like 3 inches thick. That's what it is.
I learned my first lesson on cowboy boots at the first Catfish Conference we ever had. I used to always wear them boots. But since that time, I've went out and bought tennis shoes, and I ain't never looked back.
Yeah, definitely. I remember when I started my career in corrections, like that was one of the very first things they said was get some comfortable shoes because you're gonna be walking a lot, on that hard surface tile and stuff like that. So yeah, I definitely choose comfort over style for sure.
And if
Yes,
anybody,
I think the last time I sat down, it was about 2002. Or thereabout.
I believe it. You're standing up right now as you're talking to us.
I don't like to sit. I'm always moving. If I sit, I better be watching like a TV show that I actually like, River Monsters or, something like that. It's about the only thing I watch.
Right.
That and YouTube.
Yeah. I watch a whole lot of YouTube. A whole lot of people up here. I'll be watching their videos.
I tell Steve he needs roller skates for the conference, man. He's always all over the place.
What are those shoes with the wheels in the back of them? The Heelys.
I'm probably light enough I can do that now. I need to get agile.
A few more pounds and you'll be there. You'll be able to just skate on down.
well, hey, Haz, I brought you up because I wanted to ask for someone that's never been to one. What are you looking forward to the most? And it's going to be different for like someone like Chris or Steve or people who've been to just about every one because they know where they're going. They already got a plan. What about you? What's the thing you're looking forward to doing the most?
Meeting everyone. I think that's the thing I'm looking forward to. Obviously, you're gonna have all the vendors and everything like that there, but just everybody being in one place, coming together, and being able to meet people that I've been watching online, people that have been watching me online, and just build that that personal connection. Because with this online and COVID and stuff, this live streaming has really like picked up, and we built like a kind of live friendship and family and stuff. But to meet people in person that's one thing I'm definitely looking forward to the most. So I can't wait for that.
Just a quick plug for the Catfish Conference website. There is now a marketplace on the website where you can go ahead and look at some of the vendors' products, and I'm posting the link right there in the chat. Hervé's been working hard on that website. Hervé and Steve have been working hard on there to make that website kind of a one-stop shop so that you can go in there, you can check out all of our awesome vendors, and if you can't make it there, you can go ahead and pre-shop so that when the time comes to purchase something, you already know what it is. You already know how much it's going to cost. So go check that out. Well, Haz, any last words before we let you go, man? Thanks for coming up. I'm looking forward to seeing you again, buddy. And we got to hang out in April. And
who are you bringing with you, Haz?
Yeah,
I'm bringing.
Good question.
Brian B is going to be riding with me, and I'm trying to kidnap Chunky and get him come up here too. He's still on the fence of. But I told him I'm going to put his boat on my tow hitch and he's not getting it back until he comes outside. So we're going to see if that works.
Chunky got to come see us.
He got to come. He got to come. So that's what I'm doing.
Chunky come see us.
I'm trying to make sure to bring Chunky up there too. Everybody wants to see Chunky's laugh in person, man. Chunky's a great guy, man. So hopefully we can get him up there.
That'll be awesome.
yeah, so Brian B's gonna be coming up there, and I'm just looking forward to meeting Steve in person, Chris in person. Of course, Kevin we've met several times. He came up to DC, also got to go down to South Carolina, fish with him too as well. And then just meeting everybody in person. So man, I just want to say thank you guys for the support. I appreciate you guys and looking forward to meeting you guys in a little less than a month now. We're almost there.
Less than a month. It is less than a month.
It's less than a month. Less than
work
a
to
month.
do. All right, Haz. Well, have a good night, man. Take care of them babies.
Thank you.
All right, will do. Peace out.
Bye-bye.
Kevin, I may have a fella in the background. I don't know.
You do? Yep. That was my next point. I was going to bring up the ACA. What's going on?
Glenn.
Hey guys,
How you
I've
doing,
been tuning
Glenn?
in. It's a lot of fun listening to all the stories and everybody that it's what's coming up. Steve, I think maybe with your weight loss, maybe take up skateboarding and skateboard around the Catfish Conference.
Well, that could be it, but I'd hate to break my leg.
Well, no, we don't want to see you break a leg, or maybe one of those big tricycles that they.
There you go.
There
you go.
There's a lot of them down here in Florida. We can get you a deal on one.
Yeah. Well, I just want to let everybody know that the Catfish Conference will be hosting the first inaugural ACA, which is the American Catfishing Association banquet this year.
Yeah, the awards
tell
banquet.
us a little bit about what the ACA is, what you're about, and what you do.
Well, as I think most know, we introduced the ACA in late 2020 and carried on throughout the year, and it was a great 2021. We had over 180 tournaments in the Tournament Alliance, and anglers were fishing all over the country. We had a great points race, and most of the winners of the points race, from what I understand, will be at the Catfish Conference this year. Now we're giving away a new Sea Arc boat, and you didn't have to win at the points race. All you had to do was be an ACA member and fish any one of the Tournament Alliance events. We've made some great progress with conservation. We've got all sorts of resources online. We're constantly building things up, working on improving things, and little by little, we're getting there. It doesn't happen overnight, as you well know.
No, it doesn't happen
overnight. So this year, in conjunction with the Catfish Conference, we're having the first annual ACA tournament or ACA awards banquet, which will include the points race winners, the first inductees into the ACA Catfishing Hall of Fame. We've got all sorts of prizes to give away to those that are there and those that have fished various tournaments around the country. And we'll cap it all off with the giveaway of a new Sea Arc Protege custom wrapped with all sorts of goodies on board. So awesome. It'll be Friday night starting at 8:00 and it'll run till about 11. I would probably guarantee you that it will last much past 11, not necessarily inside the Catfish Conference, but I think the Louisville metro area will definitely know our presence.
Right.
So it should be a lot of fun. I just made a post on the ACA site. It's party time catfish style.
There you go.
So that's looking forward to seeing everybody, and it should be a lot of fun. And Steve, again, congratulations on this year's Catfish Conference, and I see that shaping up to be the best ever. You and Hervé do such a great job. Thank you.
No problem. Now, tell me, is there one fella that wins it all, or one team or one fella that wins it all with the ACA?
The ACA has, in its points race, we have 4 different divisions, starting with our Division 4, which ranges from approximately 5 to 15 teams. And then it goes from Division 3, which is approximately 15 to 30. I think it's 15 to 30. And then 30 to 60 is Division 2, and 60 and above is Division 1. So events like, your Captain Jack's was a Division 1 event. Mississippi River Monsters was a Division 1. The Cat Masters events are Division 1. Alton with Alex Nagy and with Tush the Cat. That's a Division I event. Bama Blues is a Division I event.
Right.
I'm just trying to think of all the Division I events around the country. Southeastern Catfish Club over in the Carolinas, they're a Division I. And then you have King of the James. They're also Division I. I'm trying to think. I think I'm missing one or two, but anyway, so those are all big Division I. So in each division, there are three cash prize winners,
Right.
and then fourth and fifth place, they get prizes.
I got you.
Okay, and
Well,
then we're going to this year. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Steve.
I seen somebody's asked a question here. Where do we get tickets for the banquet? I think first of all, I probably need to let people know that you need to be a member of the ACA. I think, and this
Correct.
has nothing to do with Catfish Conference. It's just your requirements for you to get into the banquet.
Right.
So you have to be a member of the ACA, correct?
Correct. If you're a member of the ACA, in fact, if you go over to the ACA Facebook page, I just made a post. There's a link there. You simply go there and grab the ticket or tickets that you need. We need to get reservations in by the 11th. And the only reason for that is, in other words, we can't sell tickets at the door because of the caterers. The caterers need to have a head count prior to the event. So we need to know by the 11th how many people are going to be there. And there's quite a few that are going to be there, so far. So, get your tickets. They're $50 each. They also include free entry into the Catfish Conference for this year.
Yeah, and
I'm putting a link to the ACA website in the chat so people can access it quicker.
Okay. Yeah. And if Kevin, if you would maybe even go over to the ACA Facebook page, that new post I made right there, grab that link on that post because that'll take them directly to the ticket. Right. If that's at all possible.
Yeah. And I've only got like 200 spots, 200 spots availbut this banquet. So, and
we're expecting around 200, 250 people. Yep. Correct. But again, we've got, we're also going to be giving away a Garmin live scope. And we've got all sorts of other prizes. We're going to have rods, reels, coolers, all sorts of great stuff.
Well,
that we'll be giving away there.
Hopefully with your organization and who you have backing you there, Bill Dance and all that you can kind of turn a light to some of the bigger sponsors in our nation that can help progress the catfishing, the sport of catfishing. So,
well, that's exactly what we set out to do. And Steve, you and I, you and I talked several years ago about the catfishing community needed an association.
Mm-hmm.
We went ahead, we put this together, and that's exactly what it's for. It's for the catfishing community, bring it all together so that we have one voice to move the needle in various directions. And we're doing that. We're doing it little by little. We're doing that.
That's what it takes. Well, all right, Glenn, appreciate you stopping in and sharing that.
Appreciate it, guys. Kevin, you're doing a great job.
Oh, I appreciate it, man. It's an honor to be up here among all of you guys.
Oh, the honor's ours. Thank you.
Have a great night.
Take care. Guys, check out the American Catfish Association. If they do some conservation and doing some stuff for the sport. Check them out.
Yeah, I think Chris Flores is going to be a Garmin Pro staff here soon, aren't you, Chris?
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
He's trying to keep all that stuff under the wraps.
We had a conversation earlier today about a new toy he got, so we were just joking about that. Well, Tim, so this actually, other than Kansas City, is this your first Catfish Conference as well? Nope, you're muted, Tim.
It was this will be my second one. The first one, it was awesome. I mean, I met some great people, and I expect to meet so many people I won't even be able to stop talking for hours and hours. So I'm sure it's going to be awesome. I mean, there's been people that have like texted me and said, "Hey, are you going to CatCon? What are you doing?" I said, "Actually, I don't know. Poor Steve, because he's got to try to manage everything, and Epic Catfish doesn't even know what he's doing."
Hey, we both do pretty good winging it, so I'm gonna wing it on
Yeah.
my side. You wing it on your side. We'll come right in the middle and just explode it.
I didn't even know when it was until tonight.
Whatever.
No, I didn't. I was like, I knew it was in February, but I didn't know it was in the beginning or the end or what.
Hey, don't forget about it now. Don't let me down.
Oh, I'm not gonna.
I need a guy for that spot.
Is it 2 days or one, Steve?
2 days.
Okay,
2
I'm
days.
in.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
Well,
Yeah.
and that's the good thing about it being the date that it is. All you got to do is remember it's the last weekend in February.
There you go.
Just
Always.
remember the last weekend in February.
Yeah.
It is always that way. It's never going to change. As far as our Kentucky show, now I have to change some stuff in the other shows, but
Will there be monster bank holders at Catfish Conference?
yes,
Nice.
we'll have a lot of those.
Yeah, and that's a new product, right?
Yep, that's a new product I acquired actually from a little gentleman in Kansas City that wanted to come and bring his rod holders there. But when in the Catfish Conference, I require you to have a business license. You just can't be selling stuff on Facebook and come to the conference. You have to be a legitimate business. And he understood that, but he still had a lot of money tied up in metal and stuff. So I went ahead and purchased them from him kind of at a wholesale price as monster rod holders to help him out during the Catfish Conference in Kansas City. So that's kind of where I think it is called Muddy River Rod Holders. Is the guy built it. Sorry, Chris, but I can't control that. But
Well,
mine
his
are
name
not
is
called
Austin
that.
Pettigrew. He's a real nice guy.
He's a real good guy. Yeah,
real good guy. And man, those of you who are bank fishermen, if you get your hands on these, man, they're fantastic. He's done a really good job.
Yeah.
It actually looks like looks like your process, Steve. Like they look like a monster rod holder.
Yeah,
That's the best part about them.
But yeah, I wanted to help him out. Everybody deserves a little chance to get a leg up if you can, and I'm all about that in my new quest for life.
Well, Chris, I'm gonna put you on the spot, man. So, what do you? I know that when you come, like you don't have a moment to yourself. So, like, what are some of the things that people say to you when they come up and meet you for the first time?
You know what? It's cool that meeting these people, man. I tell you what, this will be my 10th year doing YouTube, and some of the things that I get are I'll get a 20-year-old guy come up and he'll tell me, I grew up watching your YouTube channel. Now it hits me hard, like, wait a minute, but I mean, 10 years is a long time when you think about it. It goes by fast, but it's a big compliment. It's an honor when people talk about stuff like that. I've had so many stories. I've had guys that have told me that I've brought I brought the son and the father back together because they had a wedge between them, but their common ground was fishing. And then they found my channel and they started watching it together. Next thing you know, they're fishing together. Stories like that, man, that just touch my heart. I mean, when you throw stuff up on YouTube, you don't think that it's going to have that big of an impact. You're hoping that maybe someone can learn something from your channel, or at least, get a little bit of entertainment out of it or something. But never do you imagine that you're impacting people's lives. You're bringing a connection to people. I've had guys tell me, you know what, man? Since day one, I've been fishing was all about the guys. It's just, we'd go out and we'd drink some beers and we'd hang out. But then I saw your channel and you're taking your kids fishing. And I never once thought about taking my kids fishing because I always thought it was a guy thing. So now I take my kids fishing. I'm not drinking like I used to. I'm making these family memories. It changed my life. And it's like, wow. I mean,
changing lives, ain't it?
Yeah, it's crazy. You don't imagine you're doing that, and it's such an awesome moment to share when they're telling you these stories. So I love it, man. Meeting the fans like that, and of course all you guys. We always get together after conference and we go to the, what is it, the Carnal, Steve?
Yeah.
Table for 50, please. And they're
Yeah.
like, sure.
Hey, we had a huge YouTube following, literally walking down the street, me and Hervey walking down the street, and I turned around and there's 15 or 20 YouTubers all behind us. And I thought it was just like me and Hervey and Lisa going to eat. And it was amazing to see all the people just wanting to hang out and talk catfishing. So yeah, I can imagine what it's going to be this year.
Yeah, we had a whole group in Kansas City, and that was a smaller crowd than what we're
Yeah.
expecting in Kentucky. And I can't even imagine. I've been blessed to have some people ask me to go out to dinner when we're in CatCon, and I say I can't make any promises, man. Just
No.
just drag follow the crowd out the door and hope that we find a restaurant that's big enough. Tim?
We had some fun. I tell you, I got a kick out of Kevin. We got a picture of all those YouTubers, but Kevin in the background doing all these gang signs.
Catfish gang, man.
Catfish gang. There you go. It was all cool.
My wife had a great time. She's putting in the chat that she made some great friends in Kansas City, and I'll say that too. I'll say the same thing Has said. As someone who's new to the community relatively, this will be my first Louisville in-person Catfish Conference. And so, it's been a kind of like a joy ride plus a rocket ship ride getting into this catfish community. I'm trying to catch up. And, on my channel, I always tell them, I said, I don't know anything, so take everything for what it's worth. But you can come along and learn with me as we're doing this. And thankfully, I have mentors like, Steve and Chris and Tim. Tim's taught me a lot just listening to them talk. So definitely getting to meet all these people it's been fantastic. And getting to hang out with Chris in Kansas City in the during the conference, we rode around on the cart together and had interviews, and that was fun too. Did you enjoy that, Chris?
That was awesome, man. I'm glad you did all the talking, man, because I just wanted to kick back and enjoy myself.
Keith, I remember that, man. That was awesome. It was a pleasure to meet you. Hopefully, we'll get to meet you again. And there's Dave. Dave's coming with you. He just popped in. What's up, Dave? He said, "I love catfishing, catching catfish now." Well, people were talking about vendors and everything, and I found a list that Steve had put up on his Facebook page, and Steve, if you just want to vamp for a second, I'll go get that and throw that up on here.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're able to do that. I'm not smart enough to do this StreamYard and look around at stuff. So I appreciate you again, Kevin, for
no problem
having my back on that. That means a lot, and it helps me a lot. But yeah, we've got some new vendors this year that we haven't normally had before. We got a new apparel vendor. He looks like he's got some pretty cool designs, catfishing designs. I can't think of his name right off the hook, but I'm sure Kevin will bring it up here.
So here's a list. Let me
There
see
we
if
go.
I can get it to where it looks right on here. There we go. And I don't know if everybody can see that, but I'll read them out. You got Tangling with Catfish. They've been with you for a while, right?
Since the beginning, yeah. A lot of these have been from the get-go, including Mr. Muddy River Catfishing as we see him today.
You got Catch the Fever. I hope they'll bring that catfish machine where you can fight the machine. What was it, a Wells catfish?
So I think they got that. I think they got some sailfish and some grouper too, but that thing looked pretty fun.
I'm definitely going to try it out if I can. We got Tackle Bandit, always has pretty much everything. If you can't find it at the conference, just go on over there and check that out. Hamilton Bait and Tack.
Kevin,
go ahead.
They got a machine that you can fight a Wells cat.
Yeah.
Did I hear you correctly? You guys are going to have to shove me out of the way.
Well, I've never seen it in person. I've only seen on people's videos. Chris, have you got to fight the catfish?
I didn't do it, but Aca and Alex did it. It's a screen, and you can see the fish, and you've got this rod that's tied into like a winch, and then it's got levels and stuff. So however big the fish you're fighting, and it peels the drag and it does the pull, the whole 9 yards, man. You got to try it out.
There you go. Alicia said she landed a 300-pound catfish on the simulator. They accidentally put it on the top level.
Well, it was a hit down there the first year they brought it. I mean, they had a line waiting to do that for sure.
You got Hamilton Bait and Tackle. I met those guys. They helped me ship some rods home, so thank you to them.
They're the guys that had that $1 million reel or some crap at the.
There's $1,000
yeah.
Abu Garcia with gold inlay.
Hey, I love everybody, but man, that's crazy if anybody wants to pay that for a reel.
Some people will, man.
I could probably see myself doing it, but it would probably go on my wall.
Yeah, definitely wouldn't use it.
I wouldn't use it.
Let's see. You got Mad Cats. They've been making a surge here recently. Rippin' Lips. They've been with you for a while. Rippin' Lips products.
Yeah.
Somebody was talking about tournaments. Twisted Cats will be there. You got Offshore Tackle, Chubby Fish Outdoors, Warrior Cat Rods. You got Catfish Clothing, Mr. Chris. Parks Planers, Cast King, Extreme Bait Tanks, Muddy River Catfishing. He's going to have a jam-packed booth full of rods. Double X Tackle, Catfish Sumo.
That's a new one for us this year.
Yeah, Catfish Sumo.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they've been coming up. Daniel's a good guy. Seeing him on several live streams.
Yeah.
You got Never Lost Anchors, Daniel. Ryan Bort's Fishing. Dark Water Premium Baits. We talked about them a little earlier.
Uh-huh.
BKPC Nation. What is BKPC, Steve?
I do believe that is a nonprofit organization that takes the warriors or just disabled folks out and lets them enjoy the outdoor nature.
That's awesome. There's several organizations like that, and I think they're all fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Bluff City Tackle, All-American Catfish Tournaments, Miracle Marine, Monster Cat Boats. Man, I sat in one of those Monster Cat boats in Kansas City. That thing is a tank.
Yeah, it is.
I think
it sure is.
The guy that builds them, he said, I wanted to build me a boat that I would never outgrow. I was like, okay,
yeah.
Congratulations.
He got it.
Yeah. Sea Arc Boats,
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Jones Marine, the ACA, Warrior Catfishing, which is another one of those groups that we talked about.
Right.
That helps veterans. Mondo Cat, Catch 'em Guide Service, Hook and Drag Apparel. Is that the new company you were talking about?
Company, yeah. They've got some pretty cool stuff.
And then you got Backwoods Catfishing Guide Services, Power Cat and Tournament Trail, Monster Rod Holders, of course. Someone was asking if Terry's going to be there again.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then you got KDFW. Is that another one of those organizations?
That is the Kentucky Fish and Wildlife people. That's
Okay.
going to be there just kind of answering questions and letting folks know what's transpired over the years.
Gotcha. Southern Cats Guide Services and Bass Pro Shops.
Bass Pro Shop called us. They want a little tent, but I figured they just want to get the people there to go over to their store in Clarksville while they're here, which is not a problem. I don't have a problem with that. It's
They pay the fee, right?
they pay the fee. Yep. Yeah, I'm just glad they're involved. You know, we need some bigger
Right.
names like this, and that may be what they're coming in here to do. They're coming in to maybe take a look. So we're
Good.
excited for that. We're excited for all of our vendors out here. So, and
So
if
you
anybody
gotta-
wants to know what some of these things, I kind of put things where I can recognize them. But the yellow and blue and red market within that diagram you see there is the bouncy house. That's for the kids' bouncy house.
Well, that's the most important attraction. We should have went over that first.
Yeah, and then the red over there is the concession stand, and then everything behind it is the bathrooms, and then I think above the red mark is another corridor that will take you down to some more bathrooms.
And then you got the YouTube booth right over here behind
Mhm.
number 70, and then the swap shop right there. So
Yeah,
good layout. You can check that out. There's Catch 'em Guide Service. He said, we enjoyed Kansas City. Looking forward to Kentucky.
Awesome.
So people, and I haven't been ignoring you guys that have been asking the question about the live version. Whenever you do StreamYard, if you're presenting something, you got to look at what you're presenting. So yes, there will be an online version of the Catfish Conference. It won't be like 2021 where we were live the entire time and we didn't break away. So as I was telling people earlier, we have some vendors that kind of wanted 15-minute spots. And so what I'll do is I'll go around to those booths and they'll give their presentation and tell you if they have any online deals for you, and give you some demonstrations maybe. So check that out. We'll be doing that sporadically whenever we can get to them. Obviously, if they're busy with a bunch of customers, we're not going to interrupt them to do a live stream.
Right.
But we'll get those times when it's maybe right before lunch or something like that. So the best thing I can tell you to do is just to subscribe to this channel, the Catfish Conference YouTube page. Click the bell button so you'll get that notification. Make sure that your phone allows notifications from YouTube. And so we'll be live doing that. If I can catch someone's seminar like Tim's seminar, we'll go live during that. But those seminars is there's no guarantee for those, but we'll go do as much live content. And obviously, just like last year, we'll go around the entire conference. Not last year, but at Kansas City, I went around the entire venue and kind of showed you what you're missing if you can't make it there. But so you can expect some live content both days, but there's not a set schedule if that's what you're asking. So make sure that you like and subscribe and hit that notification.
Yep.
Well, cool. Let's see. Someone said something about bathrooms.
The bathrooms are well marked.
Okay, good.
And there's several bathrooms. We're going to look at actually another place as well next year. Are upgrading our spot. We keep upgrading. We started out in a little garage in Versailles. Then we upgraded to the Crown Plaza, which was awesome because it was beautiful, carpeted and everything. But then we ran out of room the second year. People were shoulder to shoulder and couldn't move
Saw
through.
that.
So we moved to the pavilion over there, which is like a large space for like horses and stuff to do. So the concrete's not that best. We ran out of room there, so we went to the other building, which they do the motocross and monster trucks in. So that's not going to be, as far as the aesthetics, is not going to be real pretty as far as the floor and things like that. So, but next year, guys, I guess we're going to try to look at going to the south wing or something that's got the high ceilings and the beautiful walls and floors. So bear with us. We're growing, and we're growing every year. But, our main gig is not the beauty fight, but is to bring people together. There's been so much networking that has been provided, or how do I want to say it? Just over the years, so many people have been able to do so much networking because of this Catfish Conference, and it's just it's awesome to be a part of that. We look forward to everybody coming and networking and finding new friends or business acquaintances. As anything can happen at the Catfish Conference, and I mean anything. And a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about that I see after hours.
Well, just a couple recaps before we go. The biggest resource I can tell you to look at for Catfish Conference information is to go on over to the Facebook page or the website. On the website, you'll find things like you can go ahead and prepay for parking if you're not staying at one of the hotels. And we got a special guest popping in too before we go, and I'll pop him up as soon as he's ready. But you can prepay for parking. You can go on there and you can sign up for the Catfish Cook-Off if you want to take on Fran. I don't know if you want to take on Fran or not. Chris does look kind of skinny, so I don't know. But you can also check out the Catfish Conference Marketplace, where you can see a one-stop shop of catfishing gear. I do also want to mention and thank our CatCon crew. We have several YouTubers that have been posting videos up on our YouTube page, Rock Bottom Cats. We got Hooks and Hammocks. We got Chris Flores, obviously Muddy River Catfishing. We got Sling and Baits up there as well. Go check those guys out. Subscribe to their YouTube channel and thank them for providing all the content they've been providing over there for us. The Catfish Conference YouTube page has reached over 5,000 subscribers because of all of those guys. So,
And if
thank
you'd like
you,
to be part of the CatCon crew, contact Kevin here. Kevin is our liaison when it comes to that.
And basically, all the requirements are that you keep it wholesome, you promote catch, picture, release, and you provide high quality audio and video. We want to put the best quality stuff out there possible. So go on over and you can email me, palmettocats@gmail.com, and you can say I'm interested, and I'll get in contact with you and tell you what we need to do. And then lastly, I want to remind everybody that there is a YouTuber booth. So you can see some of your favorite YouTubers, and they can bring their merch to sell at the booths. You just got to bring your own table and chair, and you can sell your YouTube merch at no extra cost. We also have a Catfisherman swap shop. So for $5, you can bring up to 5 new or gently used fishing items and sell them or trade them at the swap shop right there at the conference. So take advantage of that and make sure you provide some people some good deals. I'll tell you, Steve, I got a Lowrance depth finder that I'm bringing, and it's going to go for a steal. So whoever's there early is going to get a heck of a deal on it.
You know, I just took a Lowrance off of mine, a Lowrance 9 HD. I may bring mine down there too. I
got a Hook Reveal 7, so with 2 transducers. So
there you go. Hey, I also remind people too, you come there, you can buy tickets the day of the show, but they're going to be more expensive. So if you do want to buy them cheaper, I think they're on sale right now on the Catfish Conference website.
Yeah, so that's a good point too. Yeah, buy them, save a couple bucks. Go ahead and buy them. Go ahead and get your hotel room too. That's another thing you can look at on the Catfish Conference website. You can look at the hotels around the area, and they're going. I'm pretty sure they're going quickly.
The Crown Plaza is booked. Don't even try to get nothing at the Crown Plaza. It's done. So, but it's been booked since about 6 months ago when we announced it.
Awesome,
Chris, I'm gonna have to say, you look a little breezy today. Was the sun shining on the lake? Your cheeks are kind of rosy.
A little burned, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it wind or just sun?
Little wind burn from Friday.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Hey, Steve, don't forget, I'm telling you, it's $1 million idea. If you still got a spot left, get someone in there for a foot massage booth. I guarantee you they're going to make money. I've been telling you since day one.
Well, what do you think we could get for a booth like that? As far as money made, you think everybody would want their foot massaged?
I'm sitting. I kid you not, man. By the end of the day, I'm sitting there trying to take my boots off and just leave them hanging on my foot till someone walks up and wants to shake my hand because my feet are hurting.
Oh yeah, they barking
right over there.
Look at that.
5 minutes, I'm getting a foot massage.
There you go.
There it is.
A massage therapist.
I'll pay her to come to my booth and just rub my feet every 30 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, she could make some money, couldn't she?
Yep.
Well, Kevin, who you got in the wings?
Well, I had Peel and Drag here, but his camera's not working, so I'm not sure what's going on. I was hoping that he could get it figured out. I sent him a message earlier because he's been around for a while doing these things, and he said he was at the grocery store. When he got back, he'd pop in, but I think he's having some connection issues. Hey Tim, before we go, give us a little preview. Give us a little taste. I know it's tough for you to talk for a little while.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
Okay, just a little taste. What can we expect from your seminar there?
Well, it depends on if I go first on some subjects, I'm gonna stick to a pretty good narrow plan, because if we've got 20 some speakers, I don't want to try to say everything and then everybody's rehashing. So I'll just pick like a sort of a niche thing, like one of the things that I do or that I like the best. And maybe that's flatheads in small areas in shallow water, maybe down trees, maybe I'll talk about sunken barges, the ships, because not a lot of people fish them, and they're really, really interesting. And maybe I'll be talking about some of the rigs that you have to change over to when you're fishing that really rough metal stuff. Maybe we'll talk about some deep water, some fast water, or maybe we'll talk about ledges. I mean, there's things that, just little things that can make a big difference when you notice them when you're on the water. And they don't happen all the time, but as long as you can visualize what's going on and say, wow, that's they're on the front side of the hump instead of the back side. And, triangulating that stuff, once you figure that out, if you can find more like that, you're usually going to be on fish. I mean, we'll talk about baits and donkey rods and lights and all that crazy stuff. And I hope to be able to bring my own tree. So I'll be able to set a tree up and then set some of my catfish in this tree, how they would be located according to the current and depth. And then be able to cast to the crowd. I'm going to try to get Steve to back a boat up instead of the stage. I don't know if that's doable or not, but I would really love to work out of the back of a boat. And
the problem is
center aisle and all that crazy stuff.
The problem is none of these manufacturers have boats. That's the problem.
So are you telling me I gotta wheel the old Catfish battleship into there?
Well, we might. I mean, we still got Monster Cat and Sea Ark, but I don't know how many boats we're going to have up there. But yeah, our first year we actually had a boat for the stage, and it worked out.
Well, we can good. Pretend. I'll just stand up on on one of them tables or something.
Tim, you build all your other props. Get you some PVC, make a boat, and cover it with fabric. I think somebody up here knows how to do that.
Yep,
can probably tell you how to do it.
From Muddy River himself.
Yeah.
Hey, actually, I might have a boat there that you could borrow. If all goes well, I'll have a 12-foot inflatable pontoon boat that I'm going to be raffling off. And if you want, we'll carry it up on the stage. I'm going to put some monster rod holders on it and everything, so you don't have rod holders.
That'd be great, because then I don't have, because I had to put rod holders on like a board and like clamp them down to the table and all that stuff. So that'd be awesome.
Yeah. So hopefully I'll have that there.
Oh, but Steve, is there anything against the rules about bringing my own actual bait?
What do you mean?
Like right out of the cooler, actual bleeding?
No, you can bring it. You're just responsible for it. I mean, if we find dead cooler or fish somewhere with maggots roll out of it, I can't.
We're not going to have that.
Steve knows about that cooler maggots.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, no. Bring your own bait if you want. Bring your own bait.
All right.
Bring it in the cooler.
I think Peel and Drag's just having some issues. I was hoping he'd get to come up here.
Well, maybe next time.
Maybe
we are going an hour and a half.
Yeah, we're getting there. So, anybody want to add anything before we go?
Well, I just want to thank everybody for taking the time out of their day to spend with us this evening. I look forward to seeing everybody at the Catfish Conference. It's going to be a great time. And Kevin, I thank you for helping us out, having our back.
Oh man,
and
enjoy my life, man.
Tim and Chris, thank you for coming in and spending your time with us as well.
Well, thanks for having us on here, Steve.
Yeah, it's just going to be fun to have everybody back again. So
it's going to be fantastic.
Yep.
Oh, the dinners we'll be having, man. I can't imagine that. You might have to call some of these restaurants. There he is. He got his camera on. Let's see if we can bring him in. Hey, PDC.
There he is.
Hey, what's going on? You doing all right?
How's it going, man?
Hey, man. Hey, I ain't doing nothing, man. Just got through fishing earlier today. How y'all doing out there?
We're making it.
We're doing a thing. Hey, so I thank you for coming in, man. I know sometimes these things can be a little bit of a struggle, but you know, we're just talking about the upcoming CatCon, and I thought of you, and I was like, well, you know, who better to come up and talk about CatCon than someone who's experienced some, you know, a bunch of them. So we're about to go. So you want to give us a quick couple minutes? You know, you got to go, Tim.
Kevin, I do. My battery's getting low, and it's going to start causing some problems with this. Hey, I love everybody. Thanks for having me.
I'm willing to do that.
And I'm going to go get my thing plugged in.
I can't wait to Catfish Conference.
Awesome. Well, go ahead. Go ahead there, PDC.
Hey, I'm feeling drag catfish and looking for a hog. How y'all doing out there?
We're good. We're good. What time is you went fishing today?
I think he's lagging a little bit behind.
Yeah, I think he's having some technical difficulties. Can you hear me, PDC? What about you, Kevin?
I can't hear him at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you went fishing today?
Tell us about your fishing trip today.
Hey, man. It's been tough, man, since that water drop. It was flooded out, and now you got a water drop, so it's just a bunch of things, man, that you got to factor in trying to chase these fish.
Right. Well, Kevin, see if he can he hear me, or is he just hearing you? See how he likes that. I mean, I think he's been to several of the Catfish conferences over the years.
Can you hear Steve there, PDC?
Man, I can't hear nobody.
Yeah.
Hold on, man.
I think he's way in Western Kentucky. He's in the woods down there. My phone didn't pick up down there either, so we'll have to go live with him at the conference.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Just he's gone.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we'll definitely do that. You know, he's someone again with a wealth of knowledge that's been around for a while, and you know, I learned a lot from watching his videos, and had him up on my show one time talking about terminal tackles. So
yeah,
y'all check out. Thanks for the mods posting the links in the chat for me, and those mods I just made those tonight. Now that I have access to the channel, and thank you all for knocking out those bots and anybody who would, you know, come in here and say any inappropriate things. So we'll need y'all again when we get to Catfish Conference. So I appreciate you.
Good deal, Chris.
Yes, sir.
When we get off of this thing, you probably need to go take you a hot bath and go to bed. You look like you're beat, man. You look like you done been beat down.
Oh man, yeah, I got some dinner waiting. I'll probably take a hot shower, and I got one more official day of work left tomorrow, and then it's all catfish conference stuff and a couple of honeydews to do.
There you go.
That's
awesome.
it.
Right on. Well, everybody, we thank y'all for joining us. We look forward to seeing everybody at Catfish Conference, February 25th and 26th at the Louisville Convention Center. And, well, we're going to have a blast. And we hope you can come out there and, you know, say hey to all of us if you get a chance.
It's going to be fun. Can't wait to see everybody.
I'm excited.
All right, everybody. Well, we'll see you then. Have a good night.
Take care.